Is as it picks up strength and heads for coastal areas in North Carolina, South Carolina, and Virginia. We're going to have a lot on Hurricane Florence, obviously, in this hour. It's important that you know about it. We're going to tell you how people are getting ready, the evacuation orders, the danger of the storm surges that are expected, big storm surges. The National Hurricane Center has just released its latest advisory on Florence. Our meteorologist, Jennifer Gray, joins us now from the CNN Weather Center in Atlanta with the latest. So talk to me about what you've just learned.
Well, basically no change from the 5 o'clock advisory. This is still a very powerful Category 4 storm with winds of 140 miles per hour, gusts of 165, moving to the west-northwest at 17 miles per hour. This storm is very strong. It is very symmetrical, and it is going to cause destruction wherever this makes landfall. It's going to remain a Category 4, but possibly increasing in strength by the time we get into tomorrow, remaining a Category 4, then possibly weakening just a little bit to a Category 3 right as it's making landfall sometime early on Friday. And then, Anderson, it is going to slow way down.
So it's not just the coast that we're talking about here. Inland areas could be affected, a lot of flooding, even for days.
You're exactly right. We talk about these storms. We talk about evacuate away from the coast, get away from the coast. With this storm, it's very different. You are going to have to go far inland and away from this storm to get away from all of the rain, because it is going to dump 20 to 30 inches of rain across this area. Those are the watches and warnings. And look at this, that white area right along the coast, that's 20 or 30 inches of rain. But as you go very far inland, even western portions of North Carolina, we're talking about more than 10 inches of rain. So if you evacuate away from the coast and some of these inland locations, you could be inundated with rainfall. And this is a part of the country that is already extremely saturated. We have had a very, very wet year. And so any additional rainfall is going to be catastrophic, not to mention the storm surge that they're going to be facing.
And just quick, in terms of the strength, how does this compare to past storms that we've seen on the East Coast?
Well, a lot of people have been comparing this storm to Hugo back in 1989. The problem is the population has increased by about 25% since Hugo. We hate comparing storms because each storm is completely different. These are both very powerful storms, though, so it is a decent comparison. But with the population increase, the storm surge, and the rain already on saturated ground, the storm has the potential to be a lot worse.
So, Jennifer, the idea that this may